Welcome everyone to 3LG. Glad to see you all have made it here with me on today, which is January the 22nd, 2022. Today's title for this segment is Treat Your Neighbor Right. We all can relate to that. If you haven't already subscribed, you have time to do so now. You have time to like, to share, whatever you want to do before everything gets started, or anytime during the video. It doesn't matter. 2021 focus, as I said before, was about encouragement, which we all need that. 2022, we're going to work every week on something different to build our spiritual growth. That's anyone that's not saved, that needs to be, anyone that's already saved, that wants to stay afloat. That's what this week, this year is all about. Okay? So let's get it started. Segment number 4 on 3LG. Treat your neighbor right. Let me explain right now what a neighbor is. Because somebody came to me one time before and told me, I don't have neighbors. Now, I don't know if they was trying to be funny or what. Or they were just that lost, okay? Because everybody knows what a neighbor is. But some of us may have no clue. So I'm going to let you know right now. A neighbor is anyone and everyone that's other than yourself. That's what God considers your neighbor. Not just somebody on either part of the street or on the block you live on. No, this goes beyond that. That's anybody that's not yourself. That is your neighbor. Okay? And I want you to remember this always. The Lord is always with you. I don't care who you are. The Lord is always with you. And the demons are always against what the Lord wants. So you as an individual have the what you call that? You have the opportunity of choice. Okay? At the end of the day, it's your choice that defines you. It's your choice that will break you or make you. So it's not no one else's fault unless you demon possessed. Okay? Now, those of us that have already accepted Jesus into our lives is what I call saved. Okay? And if you have converted already, you have the gift of the Holy Spirit to comfort you and guide you. But often we ignore it. We do. So saints or no saints, at the end of the day, is our choice. Whose side you're going to be fighting for. God knows your heart. He knows your spirit. And He knows your afterthoughts. We just hoping, He is just hoping for more from us than what He already foresees. You know what I mean? Like, will we do a 360 and turn over our life and come to Him? Will we leave from a hot mess and become something that God is proud of? You know what I mean? The biggest thing He wants after I switch, when we convert over from worldly to save, is how we treat our neighbor. That's why this segment is important. Because how you treat your neighbor, God is watching that. I'm serious. He is really watching that. So He ain't worried about how you treat your family. He already know how you going to do. He not worried. Well, most family, because some family can be. He not worried about how you treat your homegirl or your homeboy, because He already know you're going to be good to them. The true measure of your spiritual growth is how you treat one another, meaning your neighbor, how you treat that person. So You think you might be fooling somebody, but you're not. You can't fool God. You can fool man, but you can't fool God. How we interact with one another under any given circumstance, behind closed doors as well as in front of people, that is what God is looking for. Many people can front. Ha! Boy, don't let me start calling out some names of some people that know how to front. Okay? And, some people just have it in them to be nice, to be loving, to, be compassionate. Some people just got that in them. Because I carry myself like that. I treat people how I would want them to treat me. And that's how you got to look at things. Because now if you want people to be evil and nasty and all that to you, keep doing you. But, even if you don't get that reciprocated, it's on you to be that type of person that you want God to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Not disappointed with. So I'm going to tell you 10 things that will help you every day. Every day we get practice. If we open our eyes and we living, we got, all our limbs working, whatever. Even if we handicapped, it doesn't matter. We still have an opportunity to practice compassion, love. Caring, and, all these types of things with our neighbor. Now, it's either we don't do it, we do it when we want to, we do it with who we want to. No, that ain't how it works. Either you're going to be that type of person or you're not. Now, there's some people that do not want you to interact with them. There's ways around that. That's when you have to ask the Holy Spirit, your comforter, to guide you on how to handle people that's like that. Because I can name like 10 that's, you got to be really up here together, and you got to have a big one of these to deal with these 10 people. And I'm quite sure it's more across the board. I'm just saying that I know personally, they one way around these people and then they another way around these people. No, you are a front, because you either that type of person or you're not. Not Monday I'm going to be this way, Wednesday I'm going to be that way. That's not how that works. Let me give you these 10 things, and we're going to work on it every single day this week and beyond. This is just something else to build us spiritually. Okay? First thing, don't ask who. There's a conversation, is gossiping going on. Do not ask, who you talking about? It's a trap. Don't do it. Because, if you got an open ear to that, then you opening the door for unclean spirits to enter. So, I got to practice this myself, because sometimes stuff can be so, you want to know. Okay, I gotta stop that as well as you. Look, don't ask who. Okay? Second thing, don't ask what. Soon as that edges a person on. When you ask, what? Don't do that. Because that's when they want to keep feeding stuff. They're going to keep feeding, whether it's the truth or a lie, whatever. They're going to keep it going. Don't gas it up. Stop it. Don't ask what. That's the second thing. Third, be concerned about why and a cure for it. Okay? A solvent. Okay? Be a solution to a problem, not a problem. So be concerned about why. Don't be like, so why? No, I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about up here. Like, why is she thinking that way? Why is he doing that? Why are they like that? Ask that question mentally and ask the Holy Spirit to help you deal with that, to work towards a solution. That's number 3. 4, don't ask others questions you wouldn't want to be asked. Don't do that. Some people don't care what they ask somebody. I'm going to ask. No, you just nosy as I don't know what. Don't ask nobody nothing that you wouldn't want nobody asking you. If you wouldn't answer them kind of questions, don't be asking nobody else that. Human decency. Okay? That's number 4. All right? Number 5. Do not give your 2 cents where there is no question of it. Nobody didn't ask you for it. Don't volunteer. Keep your 2 cents to yourself, because I'm going to tell you, the moment that you add your 2 cents, their 1 cent will be subtracted and it's only going to be left with your stuff. So don't do that, because people will take what you say and turn that thing around like you the one was doing all the talking. Don't do it. You setting yourself up. Please. Listen carefully. Don't do it. 6, pray for your neighbor continuously. Number 7, don't put nothing past nobody, because humans always disappoint. I don't care who it is, family, friend, preacher, teacher, lawyer, whoever, doctor. Don't put nothing past nobody. Period. You know why? Because we are human. We flaw. We do things. We say things. We have feelings. We get caught up in our feelings. Sometimes we say stuff without thinking. Don't put nothing past nobody. Telling you. That's number 7. Number 8. Forgive and ask for forgiveness from God sincerely every single day. Do not close your eyes without doing these 2 things. Forgiving other people and asking God for forgiveness for what you've done, said, or thought that day. That's number 8. Number 9. Don't say things you do not mean, because it can come back and bite you like you ain't never been bit before. Trust me. Don't say stuff you don't mean. If you mean, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. Point blank. No means no. Yes means yes. There ain't no in between. No in between. Well, I meant no. No means no. Yes means yes. Maybe is maybe. Okay? Let your no be no. Your yes be yes. And maybe is exactly what it is. Maybe. Okay? Point blank. I can't stand for somebody to be like, well, you know what I meant. No, we don't. We can't see in your mind. Okay? No means no. Yes means yes. Maybe is exactly what it is. Maybe. Last but not least, the best advice anybody could have given. And peace to this dude forever. May he rest in peace. DMX said it better than anybody, okay? He the one said this, and that was great advice. Take heed to it, okay? It takes too much out of a person to not trust them, okay? And not trust who worthy and who ain't worthy. This what you do. Trust the thief to steal from you. Trust a liar to lie to you. And trust that a snake will bite you. Now, if you believe these 10 things, I'm telling you, that will make life day by day better and better each day. I'm telling you, okay? So, like I said before, DMX, I mean, I'm back at that because it's so true. Don't get worked up on how somebody is not what you want them to be. I had to jump back and collect myself this morning because I got up feeling a certain kind of way, because when you tell somebody you love them, you would like to hear it back sometime. And then when you see them on social media and they saying love you to somebody that they know they don't love, but you can't get that same feeling back from that person, but you would rather say it to a stranger, not really a stranger, somebody you know you don't love, rather than somebody that's, you know, you do love. You know what I mean? What's so hard about saying it to that individual? But you know what I had to think about? This very thing, number 10. What DMX said, honey. You cannot expect somebody to be what you want to do, and it's too much work, too much stress to try to worry about it, stuff you can't change, and people's not going to change. Okay? So we got to accept people for who they are, or cut them off, period. So I am learning to deal with that, how two-faced it and how wrong people can be, but it's them. You can't expect people to be great when they're not. Okay? You can't expect, people to be nothing but who they are. If they're a snake, trust them to bite you. If they're a liar, trust them that they're going to lie to you. Okay? So, I love you. And I'm telling you, please, honey, take heed to how you treat your neighbor. And if it's not nothing that I'm saying, okay, this is in the word, okay? Look in Mark chapter 13, okay? And it says, let me see. It's in chapter 13. I'm trying to figure out where that I read it. But you can't do wrong. All you got to do is read the whole chapter 13 of Mark. And honey, it will let you know right then what kind of person you are and how you're supposed to treat your neighbor. Now I'm telling you, really you can read Matthew 12 and 13 and learn something about how you're supposed to treat your neighbor. I love you. Let's work on this together. If you see an opportunity that you want to clap back at somebody, don't do it. Treat your neighbor right. Treat somebody how you would want to be treated. I love you, and I hope to hear from you again with your comments, your subscription, your sharing, your like, whatever. Until next time, for segment number 5 on 3LG. Peace.